Right, we are going live, and have a nice cup of coffee first. It's gonna be a long night and a long weekend for me. Right. Hey, all right. Hang on a second. Now the time when I want to live stream, and I'm getting a lot of messages at this time. And, hang on a second, guys. Hey, if you are there, if you're watching this right now, do say hi right in the comment section. Let me know that you're there, that you're watching, okay? Thanks for coming on board. Okay. Let's see. Suit 2105 is live now. Okay. Right. Let me just copy. Oh, that's so weird. That's so weird listening to your own live stream here. Let me just share it out. Paste onto my Facebook feed. Post. Not getting a lot. There we go. Okay, here we go. All right, now I can put it aside. All right. Let me get out to work. Let's just wait for a couple of minutes for people to come on board. Hey, so for those of you who might be watching this right now, or let's just hang on. Let's just wait for a few more people to come on board. Okay. Now, I've got a question here coming in. I know it's an Ask Me Anything Friday, but it's so weird. One of the questions are coming into me on my my WhatsApp instead. All right. But cool. Anyway, I got to answer a couple of questions from folks that are messaging. Okay, hang on a second, guys. Right. Don't be shy if you are there and watching this, okay? Please do say hi to me, okay? Oh, housing agents. Okay, that's enough. All right. Too many already. Okay, so here we go. All right, so now get all of these things out of the way. So, all right, no MixStream today. All right. I try to schedule the mix streams on alternate Fridays, along with the Ask Me Anything sessions, such as these. But just couldn't manage to schedule one this week, lah. Okay, so usually what I try to do is I will do an episode of MixStream on Friday night, and that will alternate with a Ask Me Anything session. All right. So last Friday I had an AMA. All right, on the YouTube. But this week couldn't manage to. It's been an incredibly busy time. Now, next week is ready. We're entering the fasting month, Ramadan already, and this is almost always one of the typically busiest times and busiest seasons, because everyone's trying to get their work done and to get their finish their projects, or get some stuff done before the fasting month starts. But the weird thing is that when the fasting month starts, right, the music, the production work doesn't stop, whether it's fasting month or not. So, oh well, right. So I got a ton of mixes to do, that all of them need to be out before the fasting month, which is technically next week, April the 13th, which is a Wednesday, right? So this weekend's gonna be busy. I'm working on a mix right now. I wish I could show you this, right, and put this out on a live stream and mix as I go along. But first of all, I always want to get permission from the artists, right? I always need to get. Plus, I need to get a ton of some material for them as well. Things such as their artwork, their details, their bio, and plus, it's got to be part of the plan, for the for that particular artist, if they want to be on MixStream. It has to kind of fit into their marketing and promo plan as well. I don't just want to put it out for the sake of putting out content. It has to be something that makes sense, beneficial for the artist also. So in lieu of that, so I'm just going to be doing this work while we're in. But right, when there's no MixStream, I'm going to make the commitment to always to try and at least always put something up for you. Like, that's my commitment to every one of you out there, all of you from those who follow the Su 2105 Facebook. If you're watching this now on Facebook, YouTube subscribers, right? If you're watching this later on, I will usually chop this up and edit out all the unnecessary parts and put it out on YouTube. And also, right, to all the patrons, right, who support the YouTube channel financially. And if you are new, if you're watching this right now, and if you haven't done so, right, please do head on down, okay, and head on down to my YouTube page, which you can see over here, the Direct Access MixStream Studio 2105 YouTube channel. If you haven't done so, right, do head on down, become a subscriber. I would really appreciate it. Okay, the link is below, www.youtube.com/2105. Go and check it out. Okay, I got loads and loads of videos. Well, I've been doing this for, I think, coming up to, yeah, it's been a year already of actively doing this YouTube thing and keeping this YouTube channel active. I've done probably in the order of 150 videos. I can't remember, right, how many videos are there. So every week we do, right, an episode, what we call the weekly update Wednesdays, where I give a little bit of an update of what the industry is happening, what's going around in the studio, what are the latest acts on the newest projects that I'm working on, right? And very often what I do is, right, one of the missions of this channel anyway is to help to showcase local music. Okay, so that's what I do. All right, so if there's any local stuff which is out there, I always highlight. I try to shine the spotlight on it. Usually projects that I've worked on, either I've recorded or I've mixed, right? And then I just want to share it out with all the viewers out there, because I think we really need to support our musicians. We really need to support because we have incredible amount of talent. Just that, right, just we don't get the exposure. We don't have the enough promotional power as of the big and well-known artists, but they can be equally talented and sound great as well. Anyway, lots of other stuff, right? As usual, as I mentioned, the weekly live streams, the MixStream. Recently also, small little scraps. This is a little video here of my son playing drums. Let me just quickly share it with you. Oh, there are now ads on my YouTube channel, so I do forgive me. This is right something recent, because we hit the 1,000 subscriber and 4K watch hour thingy with the target with YouTube. So we are now a part. We've been applied for the YouTube partner and we've got it. So right, really awesome, right? Because it's a big milestone. A little video of me and my son. You're just messing around with the drum kit here in Studio 2105. Okay, right. So lots of other stuff, very interesting stuff, such as we did the tour of the Telefunken microphone factory, right? This was something that was organized in conjunction with the AES in Malaysia. Big shout out, big thank you to John Crivet, who was a former AES president. He is now the education committee chair. And also, right, Alan. This is Alan Vanitosh, if you can see, right, of Telefunken in the USA. So we did this special virtual tour. It was about an hour plus for all of our AES Malaysia section members here, okay? So that was really awesome. Do check it out. So many other things, okay? The direct access music production workshop videos, the entire playlist is there. And stay tuned, right? The plans for this year's direct access production workshop, which is going to be the 4th one in a row, okay? It's already in place, right? I had a meeting with Colin, my business manager, and we've set it out, right? We have some interesting and exciting plans for this year. So look, I'm putting this word out now, right now. If any one of you, any bands or any even solo artists, right, singer-songwriters out there who want to get on board the direct access, if you want to get a chance and opportunity to have your song recorded, mixed, produced professionally for free, entirely free, go ahead and right, if you just follow me on social media or the studio or the YouTube channel, definitely I'll put the announcement out really soon now, okay? Right, so stay tuned, all right? That announcement of the direct access band search is going to come out soon. So yeah, so head on down. So now we're just going to sit around for a while. Let's just wait on for a little bit more people to come. Hey folks, don't be shy if you are here. Okay, can you guys hang on a second? Let me go to the Facebook page. Not seeing any comments for some reason. Is that let me just do a quick check on my Facebook itself. Right, let me see. Okay, yeah, no comments. Okay, that's okay. Don't be shy. Okay, now every one of you who asked a question and right on the live stream tonight to sort of incentivize and to encourage you, because come on, Malaysian audiences, you all are very very shy folks. I don't know why. Okay, right, but I do anyway. I do appreciate you, even though you don't leave any comments or don't chat. That's perfectly fine. Even if you just want to tune in just want to watch this, that's perfectly fine as well. Okay, so the leave a question, every question, okay, all right, per person, of course, okay. Each person who leaves a question, I'm going to send them, right, a discount code, that a discount coupon that you can use towards, right, any of the studio services here at 2105. Okay, now the questions need to be relevant, of course. Okay, right, because like last week I got questions like, oh, what do you think of this movie and that movie, and it had nothing to do at all with recording, mixing, or mastering, or anything related to audio or something like that. It was just totally random questions. So look, that that doesn't count. Okay, right? And so right, it's got to be relevant questions, of course. Okay, right. And now the best question of the night is going to win a prize. Okay, and what I've been giving out would be a copy of this CD right here. Let me just zoom it in for you so that you can see this is the Project EAR Pop Shop It sampler CD. This is a money can buy thing, because this is totally not for sale. This was something that we printed in extremely limited runs that we brought along when we did our US tour at the CMJ Music Marathon in New York. So this is super limited, all right, edition for everyone. So of all the questions that come in tonight, the best question of the night is going to win themselves a copy of the CD. Okay, I will usually mail it to them. All right, so if you're watching this right now, please do say hi in the comments. All right, let me know that you're watching. Right, this is of course an interactive Q&A, and without the questions, okay, I definitely, without the questions that's coming from you out there, well, I can't give you any answers. Okay, then it might as well just be a little monologue that I do. So we're gonna be here until 12 midnight. This is what we usually do. So stick around, okay? Right, I really do appreciate if you're watching this either right now, or if you're gonna be watching this in the replay later on YouTube. I do appreciate it. Okay, all right. So just hang around. Okay, let's see if anybody else jumps on board. Okay. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna be doing a little bit of work. But again, if you have any questions, jump in here, let me know in the comments. Okay, so I'm kind of mixing this track right now. This is a track it's a song that's being produced by Afiq, all right, Afiq Ikram, or we know of him as Afiq PB, who plays for his bands Perimeter Breach, Color Heart, and a couple others more. All right, Afiq used to be one of my interns back here, way back, many years ago. And then after he finished his internship stint, he worked. He worked as a he worked here, wearing a couple of hats. All right, as my assistant, as also more of as a business development, person. For a couple of months, and then now he's a freelancer. All right, so many projects he's doing. So this is just one of it. Afiq is also right, as a freelance producer. Afiq has worked on many independent projects, and the most successful one, all right, by far so far, was Local's hit single, their debut, Pujaan Hati. So that was right, produced by Afiq, okay, recorded and mixed right here at Studio 2105. Okay, let me look. And speaking of Local, Pujaan Hati, right, so they have just recently released, right, a kind of a stripped down piano version of the song. Here we go. Let me check it out. Let me just mute the audio. Okay. Now it's so annoying. Now my videos have ads, okay? All right. Oh no, sorry, this is Loco's video, Rasan Bola. But anyway, my video does have ads. So this is a new version of the song. This is Pujan Hati, the piano version, right? So I had the opportunity of mixing this. This was done, I think, last month, I think. So now finally the video is out. So it's a stripped down version, just piano, acoustic guitar, and vocal. And there's a the video features an interpretive, modern interpretive dance as well. So, right, you can go and check it out. Okay, check it out. Check it out. Okay, and hey, oh, hello, hello, Aizat. Welcome back. Aizat says, "Selamat malam, JD. Selamat malam, Aizat." Okay, and how are you doing? Hope you're doing good. How's the studio doing? You know, and hey, I've not been I've been doing the last two or three AMAs right on YouTube because I was trying out and see what the difference was like. And well, unfortunately and not surprisingly, it's already expected. On YouTube the engagement was definitely way lower lah, right? It's undoubtedly right, it's always a dilemma for content creators. Now YouTube quality wise is better. That's why I don't really upload videos on Facebook, and also because on Facebook's copyright management system is really shitty. Right, it really sucks. If I were to put up stuff which is my own material, which I own the copyright to, it's very likely that Facebook will mute and just intervene lah. It's just the problem with their system lah. So it's very unfriendly for content creators. Okay, so tried for a couple of weeks doing that the past month on YouTube. So it's an interesting experiment. Okay, definitely a lot less engagement than what I get here on Facebook lah. But hey, I appreciate every one of you who tune in here, because nowadays, starting out in last year in 2020, there wasn't much content, not much happening. Now everybody UK is live streaming on the Friday night, so there's so much content out there that's really vying for attention lah, right? So even though I was one of the very early adopters of doing on live stream here, at least here in Malaysia, now there's so much other stuff that's happening on as well. Okay, and oh, by the way, this weekend, folks, all right, the latest video, all right, I did mention a couple of things. Here we go back to my channel. This weekend is Hari Gig Kebangsaan 2021. Okay, now if anybody doesn't know what that is, this was an initiative. It's a campaign that was kind of spearheaded. The idea came from the folks from Tapau Asia, Tapau TV, right? Behind Tapau TV. And this is going to be a campaign where this weekend they're going to have everyone in the whole scene is doing a concerted effort to organize some gigs. And right, this is going to be a happening weekend. Last count, there were there's going to be 20 plus gigs featuring over 50 acts, right? Either bands or solo groups or solo artists, all over Malaysia, right? Everywhere in Klang Valley, Johor, Ipoh, Penang, Alor, Sungai Petani, all over, right? 20 over gigs, right? That's happening. So, right, if you're watching this or something like that, right? Go out this weekend, go check it out. Just do a search for Hari Gig Kebangsaan or the hashtag HGK. You will be able to find a gig or show, an event near you. Okay, so go and check it out. I strongly suggest you guys support it. And also, right, in my latest video, I mentioned this in my latest video, so go and check it out. Okay. And also, I recently just announced the winner of the Samsung VO contest, right? So the contest, hang on a second, let me just grab something. So the contest I ran lately in February and March was, right, to stand a chance to win a copy of this, a copy bula, right, to win themselves a unit of this, the Samsung Satellite USB microphone. So this is great for gaming, for streaming, for podcasting, and all that, and also for music recording as well. So right, it was a contest where, right, viewers and anyone who wanted to take part just needed to send in a video recording yourself doing a VO script, all right, like some kind of a voice acting. Okay, so we got a lot of submissions, and the one that won, okay, right, to find out one was actually Nawi Zarif. Okay, so Nawi, if you are watching this, I know we've already contacted and got in touch with you already, so this is gonna be going out to you real soon. Okay, so hey, there's lots of perks and benefits for joining in and tuning into our content. Okay, not only from these live streams, but all the videos as well, because we run contests and all that sort. Big shout out. Okay, this prize, by the way, is sponsored by CK Music. So big shout out to CK Music. Thank you for sponsoring this. If you want more contests, all right, please let us know. Okay, contact CK Music, tag them, right, and say that hey, we really love, all right, you know how you supported our local content creators. We want to see more. All right, we see more content from everyone out there. Okay, what are we gonna do, right? Aizat's got another question. Let's go down. Let's check out this question, okay? Okay, Aizat. Aizat says, lagu pop syawit biasanya pakai tuning apa Alright, cool. So biasanya we use, now the tuning has evolved over the years. So when during the first album, which is the period of between 2001 to 2004, I was using drop D, right? Standard drop D, right? So, right, standard drop D for those who, in case of those who do not know, standard drop. Let me grab guitar. Standard drop D would be. Is this in drop D? Okay, so this is standard. This is. I think this is. I'm not pitch perfect, so I don't really know. So it's in drop D. Okay, right. And then when it came to the second album, Here and Now, which is 2005, I went down to C sharp, went down half a step. Essentially the same tuning, still drop, but it's drop C sharp lah, okay? Then when going on to 2006 was Amped and Dangerous, the album that was pretty much our favorite album, you know. To this day, I think we think of it as our favorite. Okay, and that one we were still pretty much in. Yeah, it was still in drop C sharp, half step down, and but that was where I started dabbling and experimenting with sometimes dropping the sixth string, the low string down to a B. So sometimes I will drop it down to a B lah, right? So there we go. Eventually, it keeps evolving, and then Freak Show was still same drop C sharp. Sometimes with some standard, right? But it's mostly drop C sharp lah. Okay. Mara Bahaya also came out in 2006, 2007. That was also drop in C sharp. And then came Cherry Blossom Love Affair. That was in 2011. Man, that's 10 years ago already. Okay. That one, that is where we started going into drop B. I started going to drop B, right? So now, I pretty much sometimes will kind of go between the two, either drop B or drop C sharp. And so it's between these two lah. So currently it's down to B, okay? A drop B. So the drop B tuning, I would use it on my... So the guitar that's tuned down to... So the guitar that's tuned down to drop B would be this, the Yamaha, the Wes Borland signature. So this is tuned down to drop B. Right, yeah. So pretty much that's where I am right now lah, right? So for drop B, but live shows, it depends. I will still use the drop C sharp very often. Now with Project EAR, it's a totally different thing. Now with Project EAR, I have to sort of accommodate the different range of the different vocalists. So with Project EAR, there is actually a lot of back to drop standards. So I guess throughout the years, it's been these three. It's been drop tuning, drop D standard, drop C sharp, and drop B. These three, okay? So here we go. And here we go. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, okay? There have been some songs which I use standard tuning as well, right? So it's a whole range of different the tunings like that I've used. Well, it's gotten a little bit ridiculous because I think in 2019 when we did a showcase, right, the Project ER showcase here in at the B, it got a bit ridiculous because of the amount of material that we were playing. So I was playing Pop Shop in material, we were playing Project ER material, we were playing Slapshot material, all with different tunings and across different songs that were spanning across like what, almost 18 years, 19 years of songs, all different tuning. I think that show I ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guitars, man. Thank God, right? I had a tech, right? It was a Tajo who was helping out to tech for that show, right? So, oh well, some people say, right, it's because of trying to be a rock star or something like that. No, not really. We're trying to serve the, we're trying to. I'm basically trying to be as authentic and as accurate as possible. So sometimes that just means having to have all these various guitar tunings, and we just want to serve the public. Okay, but some of the backing tracks is already in those keys, so I can't really afford a change. If we did not play with backing tracks, then maybe we could have just played with a different key or whatsoever. Anyway, so I hope that answers your question. That's a great question. Okay, that's the tuning that we use lah. I just got another question. Wow, Isaac says, have you seen the PRS Nuki guitar? Oh, the Nuki, that the guitar that's used by Wes Borland for Nuki. I don't think, is there a PRS Nuki guitar, because I know for a fact, for a certain, that it's not a PRS, or it could be. Let me just do a Google search. Okay, all right, let me just do it. Actually, I don't Google nowadays. I use DuckDuckGo, right? Because that is the search engine that gives me the maximum privacy. So let's see, guitar, right, UK custom guitar. So I remember, right, I don't remember whether we're speaking to Wes. Okay, here we go. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Found the link. Now I can't remember whether but I definitely either reading an interview with Wes or something like that. No, he didn't. When he came in KL, he didn't talk about it. So so it's actually it's a 4-string. Okay, it's a 4-string guitar, right? That let's see, right, it's actually a 4-string custom made guitar that was built by, I can't remember who built it, right? But it's definitely not a PRS, or is it? Am I mistaken? Okay, right, because I'm pretty sure that it is not a PRS guitar lah. Okay, right. So Isaac say PRS recently made the Wes Borland guitar in Nuki tuning. Okay. So it's got a name, Nuki tuning. Okay, PRS. What's it called? PRS Nuki guitar. We do a search. Okay, so what does it say? I can't find it. Okay, it says PRS Wes Borland guitar March 13. Oh, so it's a prototype probably. Right, it's a prototype. Let's see. Right. Okay, all right. So there is one, isn't it? Maybe something that PRS has made, customized made, but this is not the original. The original one that he used on Nuki, that was custom made by another company. I can't remember what company it was actually. let me try and search again. Right, who made the Nuki guitar? I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, excuse me, right? I had to quickly mute the microphone, okay? Who made the guitar? Nuki guitar used. Who made the guitar used by Wes Borland on Nuki? Hope he doesn't give me the answer. Okay, Okay, Wikipedia says that, right? Well, it's Wikipedia. So I don't remember what the original. Okay, here we go. Yeah, 7string.org. Let's look at this one. Nope. Right. Well, Wikipedia says that it was a modified Ibanez guitar that he used on Nuki. All right, it's a custom baritone 4-string. All right, but the owner but the original is. Oh, so it's an Ibanez Musician MC150, which was modified to become a 4-string. So that's the one, okay? Yep. Okay. So this is the original guitar. So I guess maybe now PRS is playing around with a prototype. Well, who knows? Okay, cool, very cool. Here we go. Yep. So that's much information without going too much of a deep dive down the rabbit hole of guitars there. So yeah, cool, man. Correct. Yeah. The old one is not PRS, and that's exactly the website that I found and I looked like exactly that's the one. Bless you, as I say. Thank you. Thanks, man. Yeah. So yeah, that was cool. And hey, do you know? Uh, I actually had the real luck and opportunity of teching for Wes Borland when he was here in Malaysia. Do you know that? Okay, well, here's a little story which I'll probably relate. But in the meantime, let me try and look for the. I have to try and look for the photo on my Facebook for a second. Okay. Where am I sharing right now? Let's go back to my Facebook. So here's the thing. Wes Borland, right? Back when he was a Yamaha endorsee for while I think from 2005 until 2012, around that, for a couple of years lah. So that's the period where he got Yamaha to design his custom Wes Borland signature model. Okay, which of course I showed you just now. I proudly own one. That's my most beloved guitar. Right, I'm not gonna sell it. Okay, right. I mean, there were times I think last year in MCU where I was contemplating selling it. You know, there have been a couple of times, but I mean, I'm fortunate, I'm blessed enough that there has been enough work, that has allowed me to go on that I did not have to sell. Okay, so I guess I'll still hang on to it, right? Obviously, right. Last year it was really sad, and it's still happening right now. Musicians were selling their instruments, and I hope that does not have to happen lah. So anyway, yeah. So Wes Borland was a Yamaha artist. Okay, so he came and he did his a whole series of workshops here to promote his signature model. So let's go and see. Okay. All right. Okay. I don't know whether I can find this picture, but let's take a look and see whether I can find it. I hope it's in my Facebook. I can't remember whether it's there or not lah. Okay, and I found one photo. Okay, this is a photo of Wes. Do I have idea where's the photo that I took with Wes? So anyway, he was here in Malaysia to do his workshop. So the very first one was done here in the KL. So it was done, if I'm not mistaken, at the Curve in one of the ballroom. All right, at the what hotel? It is a Royal Chulan, I think. So it was done in one of the ballrooms. The very first one was in KL, and I was appalled at the sound system, at the quality of the sound system. It was terrible. The workshop was terrible. It made everything sounded horrible, and I was shocked lah. I was like, oh come on, man, this is Wes Borland. This is a Limp Bizkit, right? Who sold 35 million albums at that time, okay? And the sound system was like shit. Was literally like horrible. I was like, I couldn't stand for this lah. So I actually talked to Yamaha, right? I talked to my good friends, and hey, right? We can't have this, right? So the next one was scheduled to be in Penang in a couple of days. So I volunteered. I offered, hey, I'm going to volunteer myself. I'll help you all do the sound, make sure that we get a good sound, the sound check, and all that. And not only that, I offered to say, if Wes needs any help, I'll be there to help to, tech to set everything up for him, to set it all up. And Yamaha agreed. And I was super excited and stoked. But the one condition was that they could help to squeeze me in terms of the accommodation, but in terms of transport and all that, I had to buy my own flight ticket lah. So I was like, hell yeah, okay. So it's like, who cares, man? I'm gonna buy. I went and bought the my own flight tickets. Hey, this is a chance to hang out for a couple of days over the weekend with one of my heroes, right? One of my guitar heroes, Wes Borland. So why not, right? So I jumped on it, okay. So anyway, we went over to Penang. I think they did it at the venue at Church Street. I think it was, I can't remember what place it was called. Was it called Asia Cafe? I can't remember what place was it called. Right, in Penang, right? Anyone who's watching, Penang Lang, okay, Penang Kaki, please correct me if I got the place wrong. But I remember it was in Church Street, right? It was that venue lah. So we flew there together. I think I was on a separate flight because I couldn't get the same flight, unfortunately. But anyway, we got there, right? I think Yamaha did get me a hotel room or something like that. They were good enough to at least help me get that. So we did a sound check. Everything was great. When it came to setting the amp, I think remember it was a Marshall. I asked, Wes, do you want to dial in your own tones or something like that? You guess what? What Wes's response was is like, anything, just dial in for me. So it's like, so slumber only. So I just dialed in the tone while he was playing and sound checking on the amp. It's like, hey, how was everything? Wes, is the sound okay? Everything was not great. I helped to tech. Helped to carry his pedal board. It was a massive pedal board, okay, right? Help set it up, basically lah, right? Pass him the took the guitar out because he was showcasing his new obviously the custom model, okay, and it just brings back memories, man. And you can tell just by my language and my voice how excited I am. I probably was because of that, okay. So anyway, yeah, so we hung around, right? So that was, I think, about a week. We did the show, and the thing is, right, the venue, right, is kind of a public venue. So there are also sometimes members of the public who were, normal patrons of the place. They were there for just a lunch or something like that. And the thing is, at the corner, there's a bunch of uncles, okay, who were probably regulars, who were probably there. Having a beer or something like that, right? It was a weekend after all. And when it came to time for the Q&A, right? Okay, it's normal lah, right? Q&A questions came from the all the folks who were attending the workshop, the clinic. And then one of the uncles out there, you know what? He went out and say, hey, can you play Hotel California? Or some nonsense like that, like it was some song, like it was like, oh God, this is again, this is really so awkward and so funny. But Wes was cool. Wes was cool about it. He said, "Oh, sorry, I can't really play that. I can only play my stuff in my own song." So yeah. So Isaac says JD went giddy for Wes. You bet, man. I was like I was like a fangirling all over him. But actually, Nola, I was very very professional. We actually gave right. Everything was cool because he was super cool, super friendly. We got to hang out back here in KL as well. Me, Moots, Rudy, the rest of the band. We hung out together. I remember we went to what's that place in Hartamas? One of the places that we used to hang out a lot lah. Can't remember. Bulldog, yes. We hung out at this place called Bulldog. We had dinner. We had wild boar. We just chatted. We just chilled all the way right until really really late at night. So here's Wes. Let me try and share this photo with everyone. Okay, let me stop the screen. Let me share this Facebook photo on the ta-da. Okay, hope you guys can see it. There you go. It's Wes with our Pop Shove t-shirt, man, that we gave him. So yeah, when was this? Let me take a look. 2009. Very cool. Yeah, this is Wes when he was much younger, and then he was his long haired face. So it was super cool, man. I remember he also Wes, as we all know, his incredible artwork. He does the artwork for Limp Bizkit stuff, and of course his Black Light Burns, his other band, which he was a part of when he wasn't in Limp Bizkit for a couple of years. It was a cool band. So yeah, he did some artwork as well. I think he painted on one of our flight cases. Unfortunately, I think the thing has faded out across the years already. I should have probably taken the clear paint and painted it over. Now let me try and take a look and see whether is it in another photo. I remember there was another photo that we took. Let me just browse through very quickly. Okay, is it in this one? No, this is sessions. So this is all studio session stuff. Which album was it? Was it the stage one? Let me just take a quick look. Was it this one? No, it's not this one lah. Not this. Man, there's one more photo where we had a group photo at the airport. But sadly, there was one last workshop which I can't remember, was it in JB or KK, but unfortunately, I already bought my own flight tickets to and fro, so I couldn't afford to another one lah. Okay, I don't know. There it is. Here it is. Awesome. There we go. This is the photo, right? So that's me. I'm not sure whether you can see. All right, that's me on the left. Wes here. This is my good, great, awesome friend from Yamaha, Sean Wong. Right, we shout out to Sean. Okay, we're still really great friends. He's if you guys are looking for office furniture, like for example the studio chair that I'm using, right, and all that, right, Sean is now the person to go for. All right, this chair that I'm sitting on. This is an ambient concept chair. This is one of the best investments I ever made. Okay, so shout out to ambient concept, A&M. These are all locally made in Malaysia, right? So good, so comfortable, this chair. Great for the back with lumbar support and everything. Okay, great quality chair. And here the guy on the right, this is Kenji. This is Kenji from Yamaha Japan, right? So he was Wes's liaison and chaperone throughout the entire Asia tour and Asia clinic. So yeah, this was at airport. Where was this? Is this KLIA? Don't remember where this was. KLIA, LCCT, or KLIA lah. I can't remember. Okay, I suppose Wes doesn't fly Air Asia, right? I bet he was flying MES. So yeah, this definitely must have been KLIA. So yep, this is me, 2009, young me, young skinny me with my long blonde hair and the Uzumaki hat. So, oh boy, good days, good times. Okay, yeah. So let's see. Right, most of my old photos are on MySpace. Tons of it deleted by them. Yeah, I don't know, man. I have gone to my MySpace as well, so Don't know whether some, yeah, quite a lot of photos were gone. So, yep, cool. That's the story of Wes Borland. Okay. Um, we actually, as the years went by as well, we actually also were supposed to collaborate on a track with Wes, and we actually have the whole thing, but the song kind of didn't really go anywhere, and then Wes also forgot about it. I still have the session files and project files. Wes actually laid down, all his guitar parts, and even put some Moog synth tracks as well. It's still in here. I don't know whether it'll ever see the light of day or what will come out of it, right? But yeah, so we were supposed to do a track like a Pop Shove It and Wes Borland collabo, but it didn't really turn out, right? We couldn't figure out how to take the track to the next level and all that, and the files are all kind of lying around in my hard disk lah. Okay, so cool. Great question, and Aizad, you always have fantastic questions, man, which really leads me down, right, down this path. So thank you for asking that question. Okay. Whew, all right, so that's me, Wes, my friend Sean, and Kenji from Yamaha Japan. Right, so there we go. This was when was this? This was, what year is this? Let's take it back down. Oh, this is 2008 actually. So this is, yeah. So I guess this is actually a little bit way further back. Okay, yeah, 2008. Right, cool. 13 years ago, man. Can you imagine that? Young me. Okay, sweet. Okay, now we just leave this there, and loads of other young old photos. Oh boy. Okay, pictures from Rock the World and all that. My kids' photos, me, my dad, my other family members. This is 2006 with my blonde before K-pop. Before K-pop or J-pop was the thing, we already nailed the K-pop look lah. Okay, all right. Okay, cool, sweet. So let me just get out of that. Let's stop that. And let's just go back to my YouTube. All right. Okay. Here we go. And Isaac also says, yeah, I used to jam tons of Limp Bizkit too. Stuff in the back day, man. Yeah, cool, right? I'm not ashamed to admit and say that. Hey, right? Definitely, Limp Bizkit was a huge influence on my guitar playing, and the experience with Wes Borland was really something awesome. All right, cool. All right, let's see. It's coming up to 10:55 right now, so if anybody out there who's watching, strangely enough, right, not much happening again. I guess maybe because now since that we are MCO is over, right? I mean, the economy is pretty much open again. Everybody's back out, going to the malls, going out shopping. There's a lot of other activities going on, so I might probably not do any of these AME sessions, because again, if the content doesn't seem to be gaining a lot of traction, not getting a lot of response, doesn't make sense to keep on doing it. So we'll see how it goes. All right, might continue to do these AMAs. I have other stuff that I'm thinking about as well. Maybe instead of doing it, we'll just cut down a little bit more the live streams, because look, these live streams do consume a lot of time. They take a lot of preparation, especially MixStream. MixStream I'll still do, but all these other stuff, takes up a lot of time. Where else I could be doing something else. For example, I was just planning on mixing here. I am mixing stuff because Raya is here. All right. If anybody's watching this, all right, after this, maybe in the week of this, hey, to all my Muslim friends, all right, selamat berpuasa. Okay, all right. Hope you all have a blessed holy month of Ramadan, right? I really do look forward to it, right? I'm looking forward to Hari Raya as well. But anyway, running up to Pasaman, it's usually always one of the busiest seasons of the year lah for studio, okay? Because people are rushing to get their projects out. But yeah, I've got like 1, 2, 3 songs which I need to put out to finish mixing before Wednesday. So I'm gonna do one now. Try and finish one tonight. Maybe work on another one over the weekend, then another one maybe on Monday. And beyond that, I have another song project. Right, it's more of a corporate project that I've got to do it also. Get it done by the 14th on 15th, which is also next week. So that's why it's going to be a little bit crazy, lah. Okay. So hey, folks, right? If you got any questions, right, just leave it down. All right, I will definitely get it to you. Right, and if you're watching this, please leave your comments. Let's say hi and let me know. Just gonna chill around here. If any questions pop up, right, it's great. But I'm just gonna go over and just do a little bit more of my work here right now. Okay, so chill. Thank you so much. All right, do subscribe if you're not having be a subscriber. Okay. Um, Again, if you leave a question, you get a discount code. Aizat, right? You have already asked me so many questions already. So anytime, right? Anytime you need anything, okay? Any of the studio services here, you definitely be entitled to one. So ask your questions, okay? Ask your questions and I'll send you a discount code 20% off, right? Towards any of the studio services here, be it mixing, the recording packages, right, or studio rental, right? It's all entitled to it, okay? So let me go down. Excuse me. Let me do a little bit of work. Right. Shoot ahead if you have questions, okay? Here we go. Okay, just working on the acoustic guitars. Okay, just EQing. Okay, let's copy this over. Maybe link the acoustic guitars. Now I can't showcase this on MixStream because, as I explained earlier, right, I obviously need to get written permission from the artist, okay, to feature on any of the mix streams. So right, you hear it a little bit of in the background, okay, but right, you won't actually hear it. You'll be listening to it through the microphone now, okay? Here we go. Okay, TDR Nova. Okay, dynamic EQ just to sort out the ringing. A bit of LA2A just to compress it. Okay, sweet. Let's just add in the distortion. Distortion. Let me just round off the edges a little bit. Okay, just to kind of round it off a little bit. Let's pan it hard left, hard right, link the distortions. Man, this week has been super busy and it's really crazy. The saying goes, when it rains, it pours. Okay, the saying when it says, when it rains, it pours, is like when all the work comes, it all just comes to you all at once at the same time. It's insane. It's crazy. Okay, so where are we right now? Okay, so now, as usual, for those who know, right, I want to work on my vocal really early. So once I got here, I've already gotten the rhythm section pretty much nailed down. I'm going to skip all the stuff such as the lead instruments, all right, all the other synths and all the filler stuff, and just go straight into vocal. So this vocal that's going to need a little bit tuning, so I'm going to be just doing a little bit of very audio right here, and just check it out lah, right? Again, if you want to learn how to always do this stuff, I have all of this already on my YouTube channel on the direct access music production workshop playlist. So do check it out lah, okay? Right? If you want to learn a bit more on all these topics, such as, for example, drum sample replacement, I have the tutorials for that. You want to know about vocal pitch correction and editing, right? Inside Cubase, I have that as well. So that's what I'm gonna do. Just gonna sit back, okay, and let me know. Okay. Right. Okay, it's 11 o'clock, so just gonna hang around for maybe another 1 more hour until 12. Okay, so let me just work on tuning. Let me just work on tuning all of this. Okay. Let me just solo this guy. Da, 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 da. Okay, alright. Right, so this artist is like a independent singer songwriter. So we just did this. So this project, right, Afik produced. Awesome, man. He's pretty decent singer, very even, right, in terms of his dynamics. And I'm just gonna do a little bit of pitch correction, okay? Look, almost every modern production nowadays is the vocals have already been pitch corrected. So right, don't I don't want to hear any comments about you got to tune and auto tune too much. Using auto tune nowadays. Pretty good, right? It's quite stable, right, in terms of tuning. Just making it better, that's all, okay? Cinta. Okay, let's tune the next phrase onwards. Cinta. Okay, all right, just edit out. So let's take care of all the breaths. Take out of all the breaths. And oh, hang on a second, right? Actually, while I was hanging on, I'm just gonna attend to some of my messages lah. Okay, right. Let's see here. Okay, right. I recently this week I was super busy as well because I was doing a workshop, a music production, audio music production workshop that was organized by it's like a private sector thing. So I got a call last minute from a friend of mine, because he was looking for someone to help conduct this workshop. Okay, so this was a workshop that's under HRDF, the Human Resources Development Fund. So it's under the Penjana lah, the Penjana initiative that was, so funds, right? So funding went out to the private sector to organize, right, this kind of a upskilling, right, and the technical workshops, right, for the workforce, so that members of the public, right, the working labor force could upskill themselves. So this was one. So I was called in last minute on this. So right, I had incredible fun. So it was a 5 day workshop that was on Monday to Friday. We was done in the morning, 3 hours, and you're right, it was incredible. I bumped into a couple of folks that I know, right? Right, some of you who were on this very live stream itself, okay, and in previous episodes lah, okay, and it was incredible. It was a really really fun time. So even though it was a short one, I really enjoyed. So everyone got kind of a little taste of what the direct access production workshop, music production workshop was like. And there is going to be another one real soon. Okay, the second batch is supposed to be on April 16th to the 20th. So that's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday until the Tuesday, 5 days. So if you're interested, okay, let me know. I'm definitely going to get some more info on the this workshop. I'll probably post up, right? Something. Just follow me. I'll post it up on my social media, lah. Okay, all right. Okay. So anyway, all right, I'll get the info out to every one of you. Okay. For next one is okay, any posters for the can help promote about the workshop, promote the event. They want to ask about the okay. Okay, right. So anyway, there's this question, okay, that was asked to me on Facebook, and I'll just type it, okay, and I'll just type that question. Let me just type it in here so that maybe if you're watching it, so you can refer to it lah. So I got this question from WhatsApp because I do tell people that you can contact me on WhatsApp as well. So the question is right. Can you suggest a mic preamp that can be used for instruments and vocals? Okay. And like another thing, budget right under 1K, right? Ringgit in Malaysia lah, 1K. So let me just type it in the chat and just pop it out here so that you all can see it. Okay, here we go. So this was the question from that I got. Okay, so let me just answer it right here, so I find the information can be useful lah. Okay, so to put a little bit further context as well, currently what he's using actually a Focusrite Sapphire Pro 14. And how many inputs is that? Now let me just do a quick check. Focusrite. Anyway, the Sapphire is, it's already a obsolete model because it's the old Firewire model. So the Sapphire 14 is how many ins? No idea. All right, let's take a look at the uh Focusrite page. So this is not even in their product. This is like in the archives already. And where's the information? Can't even find the info, man. Nope, can't even find the info. Pro 14 overview. Well, there are videos lah. Okay, let me look at it. That means I have to look at another website already. Can't even find it on Focusrite website. So here we go. So Focusrite Sapphire. Come on. Focusrite Sapphire Pro 14 is okay. Let me try and see how many inputs. So it's an 8-in 6-out Firewire, right? So it's 8-in. And how many mic pre's does it have? Let's take a look. Okay, let me take a look. Maybe let me just share this page lah. Okay, let's stop the screen, share the Facebook page. Let's check it out. So right, so this is on Amazon. So it's a 18, no, not now. Okay, all right, so it's an 8-in 6-out with 2 mic preamps. Okay, so it's only got 2 mic pre's, and I guess the other 6 inputs are, what are they? Let me just turn it to the back and see. So the other 2, why is it 8-in 6-out? Okay, how do you count the 6 out loud? Oh, okay, right, because it's got SP diff, so that's why 6-in. So it's got two mic pre's, it's got 2 line inputs, and another 2. Huh? I'm really confused, right? Because I only see 2 inputs. Where do we get 8-ins? All right. Where do we get 8 inputs? Because those are line outputs, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only count 6-ins. Where do we get 8-ins? Where do we get 8 inputs from that? Okay, never mind. Anyway, so basically, right, that's what a Focusrite Sapphire Pro is. So the question was like, what's a mic pre that can be used for instrument vocals? Now let's address this first question first of all. Right? There's no such thing as, oh, this mic pre is good for vocals. Oh, this mic pre is good for bass. Oh, this mic pre is good for instruments only. Well, not good for vocals. Let's dispel that once and for all. Okay, a good mic pre is a good mic pre. You don't care whether or not it's good for vocals or good for instruments or whatsoever. Okay, all right. So if it's good, it's good. There's no such thing as you classify this as good for instrument or vocals. So anyway, let's get out of the way. All right. Let's get that point out of the way. Okay, maybe, perhaps, right? Hang on a second. Just let me check something. Maybe, perhaps, what you are thinking of is that there are some mic pre's which are what I would call character mic pre's. So something like maybe a tube mic pre, I would have some character, but then again, there are some tube mic pre's which are very clean. Okay. So again, you can't generalize it, right? So maybe something with character would probably be like maybe a Neve 1073, right? That would be something that has character. And API has a little bit of character, okay? I would reckon, but to me, actually, APIs are very clean, in my opinion. Okay, then on the other hand, you have something which is clean. The clean one would probably be something like a Focusrite ISA mic pre. Those are known to be clean. Or an Avalon is usually really, really clean, but Avalons are kind of boring in my opinion. What else? Right, clean mic pre's would be something like the Grace mic preamps. Those are known to be very, very, very super, super clean. Okay, so maybe that's what you're thinking of, right? Clean versus character, but in no way does differentiating a mic pre between one that's good for vocals, and then there's a mic pre that's good for instruments only, right? So maybe that's why lah. So all right, okay. Now budget for under RM1K, right? And I've been asked this question many times already. Okay, um, at under 1K price range, right? There isn't really anything which I would consider an upgrade, that you can consider it to be an upgrade. It's more of a side grade. You're kind of moving sideways in terms of the quality range. Okay, maybe arguably some of the stuff could be better because the Focusrite Sapphire mic pre's are not known to be that great, because this is a very old model. All right, this is a very old, pretty much an obsolete model already. So maybe, okay. Now, if you really want to get something for under 1K, I think the best bet, all right, would be the I would say would be the Behringer Ultra Gain, the MIC 2200. Okay, but let me just quickly take a look at that, and let's look for that. All right, let's do a search for that. Behringer Ultra Gain 200. Now, in my opinion, if you're looking for a mic pre, your very first separate mic pre, this is probably going to be, in my opinion this is going to be the, oh no, not this one, MIC 200, not this one. This is the MIC 100. Okay, I am confused right now. Okay, MIC, oh, 2200. Sorry, wrong one. Okay, so it should be this one. There you go, the Ultra Gain Pro Mic 2200. Okay, now if it's under 1K, this is probably, I would say, it's a great buy. It's a great value for money. Okay, this was actually not my first mic pre. It's my second mic pre. The first one that I remember I bought was a channel strip, was a Behringer channel strip. But this is the Ultra Gain Pro Mic 2200. Now this is actually a tube preamp, okay, but don't be fooled, okay, by these glowing tubes. The tubes don't really glow. It's actually LEDs at the back. And this is great. This is great value for money. I think they are retailing for maybe $600-700, and you get 2 channels, right, with great features. Okay, you have phantom power. You have, right, you can not only just take mic level or line level, you can also function as a DI. You have your phase invert, you have a high pass filter, super useful. You have a one channel, you have a single band EQ, which again, better than no EQ at all, right? This is a parametric EQ, fully parametric single band EQ. Super handy, and great value money lah. But if you were to say, again, I don't have experience with the Focusrite, with the Sapphire, I guess this would probably be the best upgrade you could get for under 1K, in my opinion. So go and check it out. Right, I had when I was using this, and when I was using this, I had 3 units of this in my studio back then. So I used that for overheads, I used that for a lot for guitars, a lot of stuff for a long time. That was my main preamp. Okay, right, so great product, I still have one here which has been sitting with me since day one, since not even since this Studio 2105. It was there even when I first started out in my home studio. Then moving on to Synchro Sound, it went along with me throughout my entire career. So yeah, I've had this unit probably with me, the one that I have right now, close to probably at least 16 years, and it's still working great. Of course, I had it recently serviced because some volume discrepancies, right, between the 2 channels. It need to be serviced one, these things, especially once they're hitting right, more than 10 years old. But they lasted really long. Build quality was great. Okay, and they've been lasting so long. These guys, these babies, outlasted. I had one time I had the Focusrite Voice Master Platinum Pro, and oh boy, that was a piece of crap. Okay, during the early initial years of when Focusrite was trying to enter into the home recording market, we had a nickname for Focusrite lah. We used to call it Focus Wrong. Right, so during the early days lah, right, the early generation Focusrite Scarlets, you had the Sapphire and all that. They were crap. Okay, they were really pieces of crap, but that was because they were trying to enter the home market. The Platinum range, oh my god, the Platinum range, right, the Platinum series of outboard gear, channel strips and all that. Oh my god, those were horrible. Those were terrible pieces of gear, man, equipment. So it was a very bad investment on my part when I bought that, because I bought that, right, within less than a year plus of owning it. It was already developing noise. It was getting noisy. It was getting scratchy. I don't know whether was it a tube or was it like a tube emulation, right? So the harmonics were very harsh. It resulted that it caused a lot of like 3K, 4K weird harmonics. It made the vocals really harsh. So the so-called tube coloration was not helping at all. And then I got rid of it lah. Okay, it was one of the best choices, so I got rid of that. Okay, so yeah, so I guess that would be it. Okay, if it's under 1K, go for the Behringer. But honestly, under the below 1K and around anything under 2K, it really isn't anything worth of an upgrade. I would suggest now, if you have the budget requirements, okay, if you can, right, go for and just go a little bit extra. Go for go for the Audient ID 14, if I'm not mistaken. It's the 14, right? Because they have just put out the new ID 14 Mark II, which has which is okay, upgraded, which is a little better specifics, the Mark II, the new one, and you can get it for about retail about 1,300 ringgit, so slightly above your budget. But that's what I suggest. Really, you go for the Audient ID Mark II, because now here is where you get world class, right, class A preamps for a super affordable price. These are Dave Dearden designed. So these are the exact same preamps that's being used throughout the entire Audient product range. Okay, we're all the way up to their high-end recording consoles. It uses the same one, and wow, it's a 10-in 6-out. So similar number of channel counts. In fact, the 8, but I think it's only got 2 mic pre's, and 8 of them would need digital expansion. So something you need to consider. But the amount of features and the audio quality you get from a Focusrite Sapphire jumping to the Audient, it's going to be incredible. Okay, it's going to be super incredible. So let me just check and see. So there's the ID4. Yeah, so ID14 is the next jump up lah, right? So yeah, that would be the one. I highly recommend that. If your price range is around that, if you can afford a little bit more extra, go for the ID14. Okay, so hopefully that answers your question over there. And all right, maybe what I'll do is I'll point this guy to this section, this video over here lah. Okay, cool. So there we go. What time are we now? We're at 11:25. Gonna be here for maybe about another half an hour before we wrap this up. So back to my vocal tuning. Okay, so right, any more questions, just let me know lah. All right, let's go back to sharing the YouTube page, and let's see. Okay, excelente. All right, sweet. Let's go back here. Go back to work. Tomorrow afternoon, I've got I've got a one-on-one session with a patron actually. So right. So by the way, right. So um, the um, the direct access and what's this patron thing? Let me just very quickly mention it. Okay. So one of the ways that to sort of help to really keep things going is that look, financially, all things, time is money. So I had to invest a lot of time into making the content for the YouTube videos, um, getting the camera, getting the lights and stuff like that. So it does cost money, and hopefully, right? I mean, the YouTube partnership program thing is great, but look, it's not going to be much lah. Okay, right? It's only going to be only a couple of ringgit lah. Okay, to be honest, right? Because I'm not a channel that's putting out viral videos and all of that. We're not getting like a million views on that. So only if you see a lot, then you can see some considerable income from YouTube lah. But so, um, you know, some financial support is really helpful, and throughout this past year, right, there have been a bunch of supporters, right, who are known as the patrons, because what they do is they sign up for an account via the crowdfunding website called Patreon. Some of you might have heard it. This is a very, very well-known crowdfunding website. So what they do is they sign up based on the Patreon subscription. So it's a monthly based subscription. There are different tiers, all the way from as low as $1, $1 a month. That's about 4 ringgit a month, all the way to the VIP tier, which is $10 a month, which is about 40 ringgit. Okay, so each of these different tiers will have escalating perks and benefits, right? Besides getting shout outs and being credited for the videos. When you get to the top two tiers, there is the direct access tier, and there is also the VIP tiers. One of the perks of these two tiers is that they get one-on-one personal tutoring and mentoring sessions. So what I do, right, most of the time is we usually be doing it via remote. Okay, so we use audio movers and I use Zoom, and we do do sessions lah, okay, tutorial sessions remotely. But tomorrow, the first one that I'm going to doing is we're going to doing an in-person one. So right, the patron's going to come here and we're going to sit in and I'm going to be guiding through to some of the tutorials, to some of the sessions in person. Okay, so if you want to help to support the channel financially, right, you want to help to support the creation of the content and the whole MixStream, you want to contribute to the MixStream Academy, right, you can do so by heading to patreon.com/studio2105. All right, sign to become a patron, check it out. All right, just head on down there, check out the different tiers, right, what are the perks and benefits, and if you're interested, right, go ahead and sign up. Okay, we really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me lah, to help out the continued growth and to help to sustain the channel. You could just sign up for a 1-month membership, and then after that, if you don't want to continue, that's perfectly okay. You can just sign up for 1 month, and then after that you can stop. But all right, if you were to continue, all right, that would be awesome. That would definitely be appreciated. And there have been a bunch of folks out there. The core, there's about 10 patrons out there who've been supporting, really supportive, right, for the past 10 months or so. They have been incredibly awesome. Okay, right. So really appreciate it, all the help that they have been, right, being patrons. Okay, so right, a big shout out, big thank you would go out to all of you patrons. So do consider signing up. Okay, right. So back to work. Right, gotta earn the money. Gotta hustle for the hustle. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that's actually a quote by Ultimate. Ultimate, another good old friend of ours and a good old friend of the studio lah. And again, right, there's a story behind it. Okay, let me see. Right, hey folks, what time is it now? It is coming up to 11:52. I think I'll just wrap it up here, okay? Because there's a little bit more time left. Plus, I got a lot of stuff to do, a lot of work to do, okay? And so I guess let me just wrap it up here. And thank you so much for watching, right, everyone. Whether right, Aizat, I really appreciate you. joining in. And it's a great question, by the way, Aizat. Okay, Kitana, thanks for leaving a like. Okay, please do join next time. Okay, if you hop in and you see these live streams, please don't be shy. Do say hi and let me know that you are there. As for everyone else, if you're watching this on the replay, whether here on Facebook, I will upload this also on YouTube as well. I do appreciate it. If you can, please do leave a like, do share this with your friends. And if you haven't been, if you're not a subscriber yet, what are you waiting for? Please do, guys, subscribe to my channel. Again, it's youtube.com/studio2105. And again, if you want to consider signing up to become a patron, go to patreon.com/studio2105. Other stuff that you want to check out, okay, right, the MixStream community, the MixStream Facebook page is at groups MixStream. Just look for MixStream, okay, and then you'll be approved. You want to check out a little bit more about the studio, okay, obviously you can just click straight on that, but you can go out to the services page if you want to find a little bit more about all our rates, all our promotions, all the packages that we do. It's all over there, okay, so do check it out. So going to sign off right now. Now all of you, continue to stay safe, continue taking care, right? We again, I know I don't want to sound repetitive and I don't want to nag. Take care of yourself, right? Take care of your hygiene, your health, right? Both mentally and also medically as well. Practice your social distancing. Wash your hands frequently. Be careful of all the stuff. Look, very recently, just this week alone, all right, there has been another cluster of musicians. Although it's not out there, but this was actually a bunch of musicians. Not positive cases. They were not affected by COVID, but a whole bunch of folks that I know who were in the music scene, right, the live music scene, all had to self isolate and quarantine as a precaution because one person, lah, right, because of one person who were at the show and at the music venue, right, tested positive. So a whole bunch of folks, right, were affected. Okay, so gotta be careful. I mean, right, even though live music is open again and Hari Gate Kebangsaan is going to be happening this weekend, April 10th and 11th, right, across this weekend, you still got to be careful. We don't want, we don't want, the government or the authorities to say, hey, you see, hey, we allowed live music to happen, and then this is what happened, right? See, we let you guys have your gigs and your events, and well, let's not use this as an excuse. Come on, musicians, we can be better than that, okay? So continue to be disciplined, continue to put the effort in. Again, right, all these things that we're putting in place, it's not a conspiracy to take away your rights or all that nonsense bullshit. We do it for others. We are right, taking care of we are concerned and we are worried about people who are in the risk, who have the risk factors, who have the comorbidities, okay? Right, our old folks, right, our parents, or relatives who may be older, who are much more at risk. Wait until until we are fully vaccinated, until the vaccine has been rolled out to a majority, a large proportion of the public, until testing is fairly reliable now, okay, right, and it's gotten to a point where it's affordable and inexpensive, so that's good. So until all of that's been sorted out, okay, please everyone do stay safe and take care, okay? Now, enough of all that. Once again, right, subscribe to the channel. I hope to see you all again real soon, right? More content, more stuff. Do stay tuned, right? Follow me on my social media, right? Look for Mixboy2105, right? Anywhere, right? Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. That's gonna be me. Stay safe. Happy recording and mixing, guys, and right, peace, love, and music. Good night.